or teen realizes he was dating a psychopath killer. Oh, actually, let's watch this first. I was lucky have to watch this. You imagine the girl you're dating, like she ends up like being a killer or something. Mentally, just not all. Uncle, I think we've all dated some crazy bitches. You feel me? Crazy bitches and men.
Oh my god.
Crazy has.
Wait, say this. Progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
What the f?
Who died?
Southwest Dispatch.
Yes. Are you familiar where Progress coincides with Albion Road there in Strongsville?
Yep.
There's a car that's smashed up against the building.
On the morning of July
Wait, what
31st,
the f? Did she like drive that shit in and just self-destruct or with everybody in that bitch or what?
the Strongsville Police Department responded to this shocking 911 call. Inside the car were 3 teens returning from a house party. The responders who arrived inside the car were 3 teens.
This girl just looks crazy. I already know she's the one who did the craziest bullshit, bro. Like, look at her eyes. That's something about her eyes. They just throw me off, bro.
Returning from a house party. The responders who arrived at this horrific scene could barely fathom the extent of the damage. But little did anyone know, this reckless driving accident would reveal the most terrifying murder plot in Strongsville history.
Duty.
What the f?
Radio. This car's split in 2.
Wait, how the f did she survive that shit? If she was in the whip, did she not get like hit with some kind of like impact, some kind of like radiation, like radiant damage or something? Not radiant. What the fuck is that shit called? Radiance damage?
Radio, there's an occupant inside. Send us some squad now. We gotta bust the window out. Send us some more units.
Any more units to Progress?
This is not a fresh accident either. She's been here for a while.
What the f? How the fuck she's? Wait, did she survive that shit? Or did she die too?
Radio, we got at least 2 occupants in here. No one's moving. Oh my God. Oh my God. Times 3, guys. Radio, 3 occupants.
What the f?
Can feel the shock and disbelief in the officer's voice. As they waited for the paramedics to arrive, they ID'd the owner of the car.
I'm gonna lie, being like a EMT or like a paramedic or like a first responder type of person, that shit gotta be like a, what's it called? A mentally straining ass job. Cause you see people like, maybe not die like every day. Well, it depends on where you live, you feel me? But you see like crazy like that happen, you feel me?
Who was
like
also
in real life, not in
unconscious at the
pictures
wheel.
or not on some Twitter bullshit, you know? Like in real life. Like that is way different in real life than on like Twitter or something like that.
Oh my God, dude.
I don't get people who like actively look at that shit on Twitter though, like gore and shit like that. Like I don't get people like that. Like you gotta be like, you're a lunatic, bro, if you do that shit, like on purpose. Like for satisfactory reasons or whatever.
Who can hear my voice? Driver's radio.
So she survived?
Driver is breathing, unconscious.
What the f?
Not good, not good. Let me see your knife. Let's cut this thing out.
Ever since I
This is
met
bad,
you.
guys. She's alive. We got to get her out somehow.
The driver was 19-year-old
What the
Mackenzie
f-
Shrill, a Strongsville high school celebrity. Mackenzie was really into social media, earning her the reputation of a social media influencer among the teens in Strongsville. Her Instagram was packed with
She looked like an
lifestyle
Alabama market type of girl, you feel me? Like a bad behavior, you feel me?
photos, and her TikTok was full of trendy fashion videos. She shared every aspect of her life for the world to see. Now, initially, many thought that she'd end up like a typical Strongsville High student, a high achiever in a traditional career. But Mackenzie chose a different path. As she gained fame,
Wait, she became a trapper?
became a fashion icon at her school.
What the f?
It was clear, in fame, she became a fashion icon at her school.
Bro, so you telling me like this is what it takes to become a fashion icon, bro? I don't see no Balenciaga, no opium shit, bro. Like, not gonna lie with you.
It was clear that she was set on building a career as an influencer. But as of now,
Dude, you guys want to know one of the sickest moments of my life? The moments where I felt the most sick ever? It's not as serious as this, bro. Like, it's 100 times less serious than this. But bro, I remember right after I broke up with my ex, she had like she posted some shit on her Instagram and like hit like the For You page or whatever, and that shit got like 40K likes, 30K likes, and at one point that had like 15K followers, bro. I was sick to my stomach. It was like literally like a couple months right after I broke up with her. She became like fake, like she became like a micro celebrity. I'm like, bro, if I would have stayed with her a couple months longer, bro, we could have made a couple channel, and I could have raked in like $100,000 million in my bank account right now.
Oh,
But instead, I chose my peace over anything. Like a dumbass, bro. Choose the bag over anything, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Dead behind the wheel.
Oh shit! Wait, what?
Now she was found unconscious and presumed dead behind the wheel.
Wait, she died?
Well, that was until this
never
happened.
mind.
Sarge, we're good to try to get her out? Oh, dude, I don't know if we can.
Dude, why she just jumps out like nothing happened? That'd be some
Oh my
crazy,
God.
crazy shit.
Start looking for a wall.
See her, she's breathing. She's breathing. Her head's wedged.
Oh fuck! I don't even
Let's
want
see if we can get
to
some
imagine
IDs.
that shit, bro.
She's breathing. I saw her stomach. Her stomach's moving. Look.
Ever since I met you.
We got 2 that are gone.
Mackenzie was still breathing, but her body was wedged under the dashboard.
Oh.
With the help of firefighters and medics, they were able to rescue Mackenzie
nah.
and transport her to the nearest hospital. The investigation of what happened that morning started as soon as she
Is this a nuclear bomb? What the? Oh no, that's never mind. I'm
arrived at the
tripping.
hospital. But before any hard questions were asked, the officers had to do the hardest part of their job.
Okay. No. You want to sit down? Wait to say this. Progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving. Who died? I don't know whether, but there's one that we don't know. His name's Jacob. Does anyone know Jacob?
Dom?
No, stop. Let him talk.
Guys, I know, we've been dealing with this. Your daughter's okay. She's talking to us. I talked to her, okay? Your daughter's alive, okay?
Damn, bro.
Your daughter's alive. She was driving the vehicle, okay?
Who's that? Jacob and who?
What's the name you said?
Dom?
Might be.
Damn.
The other passengers were Davian Flanagan and Mackenzie's boyfriend, Dominic Russo. Any follower
Where the fuck they get Jacob from?
of Mackenzie's social accounts would know about her boyfriend, Dominic. He came from a very well-off family. So well-off that he
I
lived
forgot
in
the
the
paper.
house next to his parents' house. Dominic was
What?
goal-oriented and hoped the house next to his parents'
Nah, they had money for real. What the?
house. Dominic
No,
was
he had that shit.
goal-oriented and hoped on becoming a rapper one day.
What the?
Basically, he was the perfect package, an ambitious young man with great looks. So, even with the 3-year age gap, you could tell the two clicked immediately. In fact, some might even say that they were inseparable. In the back seat was also Dom's friend, Davian Flanagan. Davian and Dom were childhood buddies who bonded over their love for songwriting and music. Davian loved rapping and was popular around school as the team's star football player. Telling parents that their daughter is in critical condition in the hospital must be tough, but telling parents that their beloved son died in a car accident is beyond soul-crushing.
Yo, hell nah, bro. I know like what's it called? The military people. Like if the someone in the military dies, like that's a hard ass job too. I heard like just telling people, hey, your husband died type.
Okay.
That shit gotta be tough, bro.
Look,
You
just
know,
so
I
you
could
know,
never
I'm
do that.
Officer Laraconda, this is Father Joe.
Okay, Joe, where are you? Oh, well, he's
St.
from-
Joe's in Strongsville.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, she doesn't even know, bro.
Chaplain for the police and fire department.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
So, unfortunately, there was an accident, okay, involving Mackenzie, Davion, and who we believe is Dominic, is the third person.
An accident.
A car accident, okay,
Where?
last night.
Wait.
At-
Wait.
Just
so-
relax. Just hold on. Just stay seated. Just
So
stay seated.
wait.
Just hold on. Just listen.
Yes,
Listen.
take a deep breath.
Christine,
deep breath.
Christine, look at me. Go ahead, take a seat. Yeah. So,
Yo, no, I couldn't even imagine this type of pain, bro. That's crazy.
You know what time it happened at?
no, we don't. Right now, it's so early in the investigation that we don't know. What we do know 100% is somebody called it in. Somebody passing by called it in at around 6:15, 6:30.
Called in, what, the car was just smashed somewhere?
Yeah. So what it appears that happened.
Wait, so they
is-
was smashed, like it got crashed like in the middle of the night, and nobody noticed that shit for the whole night? You telling me they didn't hear a big ass boom, and then like people outside like, oh shit, there's a car that's like exploded. No one noticed that shit till like the morning. What the fuck?
going westbound on Progress.
That shit must have happened like at 2 in the morning or some shit, bro. 3 in the morning.
And they went.
But still though,
Yeah, in Strongsville.
I feel like you would
That
notice
is-
some shit
it's
like that, right?
at on Alameda, right where Progress ends. That's dead ends right there. They hit that building. They hit the sign out front, and then they hit the building.
Would they fall asleep at the wheel or
I
something?
Don't know.
We don't know that. We don't know that. So
So 2 kids are dead, my son's dead, another kid's dead, and
Go
the
ahead.
girl's in the hospital?
she's in surgery right now.
Damn, bro. Fuck no. Fuck.
Meanwhile, police officers were busy searching the car in hopes of finding clues about what could be behind such a horrific accident. The result of that search was the discovery of several drugs and accessories. Naturally,
What the
most-
fuck? No, they was trapped. What the? What is that? Oh, I thought that was cocaine.
reasonable
I
explanation for the accident seemed to be drug use.
That was cocaine.
However, little did anyone know that the truth behind the accident would be much more shocking. The investigators were shocked by the horrific condition of the car.
Yeah, it shit looked like it
The
got
damage
blown
was
up.
extreme, unlike anything typically seen in a DUI case. The front of the car was totally obliterated. So to make sense of the situation, the police called in a forensic mechanic to prepare a detailed report on the car. The
It looked
detectives
like it got
also knew
imploded
a
on
few
some
things
crazy
about
shit.
Mackenzie's background at this point. Trying to be the most popular girl in high school can make you a lot of enemies. The detectives were wondering, perhaps a mechanical failure had caused the tragedy. Now, while the investigation was ongoing, Mackenzie was in recovery. As soon as she was conscious enough, she posted a selfie from her hospital bed.
Nah, you gotta be a sick person, bro. You're fucking friends and well, supposedly you're friends. I don't know. I think this bitch killed her boyfriend and it's his friend. But like, you gotta be a sick person just to post up after that shit, bro.
post
Act
not
like
only
nothing
garnered
happened,
a
bro.
lot of support from her friends, but also a lot of new followers.
What the fuck?
When detectives interviewed Mackenzie, she claimed that she blacked out behind the wheel and couldn't
Yeah, the
remember what
Chanel
had happened.
earrings, the silky
It was
earrings.
tough to get anything else out of her as she had just lost a boyfriend and a friend. She couldn't attend the funerals for Davian and Dominic, but was clearly grief-stricken, spending her days lying in the hospital bed hoping for recovery. Meanwhile, the investigators tried to make sense of the case by interviewing
did she
family
kill him?
members, friends, acquaintances, and
I don't wanna
basically
call-
anyone who
Oh, let
knew
me chill
those
real quick.
three.
I don't know if she ended up killing them or not.
With these interviews, the detectives
My
got a
fault. I don't know
deeper
if she-
perspective on Mackenzie and Dominic's relationship.
What was your relationship like with her? Did you talk to her?
In the earlier years of their relationship, we were like much more close. She would like come to me with a lot of stuff, like kind of talk to me like a big brother, you know. And
Hey, shit type shit,
there's
boy
been
best friend. I feel
times,
that.
like they were having issues even years ago where Dom would want to break up with her or something, and it wouldn't be like that simple. It'd be like, you know, like from time to time again, it almost like she'd have like issues, you know, like self-esteem issues, like
I kind of feel like she did it, bro. I kind of feel like she
get
did
crazy
it.
about stuff, like accuse him of cheating and stuff when he's not, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And just then for a while, you know, I would talk to her, and you know what I mean, then it would be like not constant, but there'd be like every like week, like couple weeks at one point, or like week or so, where they were almost breaking.
It was on that toxic shit, bro. On that, I was on that like super
that
toxic
she's
shit.
in probably 10th grade, like she's still a sophomore. Dom's like a junior or senior or whatever, you know. And like yeah, stuff would arise, and it would like never really take like a healthy course, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And over time, my relationship with her really subsided. I stopped talking to her.
Now
I
you using
stopped
big words and shit.
really
Subsided, bro. Never heard that shit.
trying to be there
Nice.
for her because ultimately I just
Might add
think
that
she
shit
was
to my
very, very
vocab.
selfish.
What's alarming is that he saw how toxic their relationship was from the very beginning. She was selfish because Dominic was popular and had many new friends, which made her jealous. Instead of hiding her jealousy, she would intentionally stop Dominic from having fun unless she was included.
For me, you know, like
I know that shit sounds familiar to a lot of y'all, bro. The ones be dating toxic dudes and toxic girls, bro. You can't have fun unless they're there with you, bro. I'm just telling you right now. If you in that type of situation, get the fuck out, bro. Like,
two types of
shit is
love
not worth
you
it.
give somebody, and it's like I love that person unconditionally, and I want to see them prosper and be happy no matter what that entails for me. And there's a type of love that's selfish and restricted, and I want them all to myself. And that was Kenzie with Dom. It was the latter, not the first step. There was times where, even in later years, where, you know, Dom's old enough to, like, you know, like he wasn't of drinking age, but he can go to bars and hang out and stuff, even though he couldn't, like, drink and stuff. And there would be times, you know, that one of my friends, because I'm 23, would be having a birthday party, and she would, like, forbid...
Wait, so he was 23, friends with like a 18-year-old, bro? Not gonna lie, that shit's a little sus, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. That's a little...
You know,
Is that got a cousin or
because
some
she'd be
shit?
like, oh, there's probably going to be girls there. Well, if it's a bar, there's probably going to be girls there, yes, and there's probably going to be men there. It's going to be it's a public place, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she got weird over him going to public places.
I don't know that white people got down like that.
A lot of stuff.
Okay.
But all that stuff, like, led me from distancing myself from her because it just became a thing where I couldn't help her in my eyes because she was always stuck on, like, a selfish path, like, wouldn't, like, listen to me or take my advice, you know? And even, like, even in, like, the aspect of, like, it's better to have loved and lost and never have, like, loved at all, you know? She never got that.
Now, Dominic obviously tried to break it off a couple of times, but it was the craziness of Mackenzie that sort of obligated him to make up. This craziness was something even Angelo was aware of. By the way, if you're finding the video interesting, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really supports the channel.
I got you, twin. I got you, twin. I
Now,
got you
let's
later.
dive back
I got
in.
you later, sir.
So let's go back to the crazy part. You mentioned that anytime Dom would kind of want to break up with her, she kind of would go crazy. Describe crazy. Like, what kind of crazy?
Like, there is times where she called Dom and said, if you break up with me, I'm going to kill myself.
Hey, bro, I've heard that shit. I've heard that shit once, bro. Hey, bro, that shit puts you in a fucking tough spot. Cause you can't say like some crazy. You can't say nothing like, you know what I mean? Cause then like if they do end up doing some crazy bullshit like that, that shit's like, you know what I mean? You could get like locked up for that shit. Even if you didn't mean that shit for real. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't have no piece of advice for any of the youngins going through some shit like that, where a girl or a guy they're dating says, "Oh, I'm gonna," you know what I mean? Myself, I think the best thing to do is just tell the teacher, bro. Not gonna lie, tell like the police or some shit, bro. Like, bro, cause I don't know, bro. At that point, you can't really do nothing. You feel me? Cause I remember when I had that shit happen to me, bro. I was tweaking out, bro. I was freaking the fuck out. Low-key, what I did wasn't right, but I didn't do the right thing. But, like, at that moment, it seemed like the best option. I didn't tell her to go do it. You're nothing crazy like that. No. Basically, what I did was just saying, oh, like, okay, I told her, don't do that. She's like, I will. And I said, please don't. And she's like, okay, I'll think about it or some shit like that. And I think I stopped talking to her, like, completely, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And well, nothing happened, so we chilling now. She got a boyfriend now, so she cool. She like got a dog and shit. I think.
He was a very, very selfless person, and he did, like, obviously, like, they were together for a long time, and they built like a relationship, and they cared for each other deeply. You see what I'm saying? And even though Dom did care for her deeply, I'm not disputing any of that, but he's seen all the toxicness that she was putting onto him, And every single time he would try to distance himself like from that and say, hey, we could be friends, this and that, blah, 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 still here for you, like, you know, but like, I want to break up or whatever. She would say stuff like that.
So how do you know that? If you don't mind me asking. So she told you, or
she's told me, he's told me, they both told me.
Damn, he was like the middleman
Both
type
of them
shit.
confided to Angelo about the relationship. Dominic cared deeply for her, while her jealousy and distrust
Yo, this
poisoned their
picture's kind of
relationship,
killing me. I ain't
making
gonna
it
cut.
toxic even in front of her jealous.
Like, why the fuck they keep on using this picture? Was this like her most like picture or some shit? Like, what the fuck?
And distrust poisoned their relationship, making it toxic even in front of their friends. Now, while all this questioning was still happening, Mackenzie was still in the hospital. On her hospital selfie post, she started to get offers from different modeling agencies.
What the fuck?
And for someone who had just lost...
Wait, what?
She's...
We know that this... We love this look. Can we post on our website and emails will make sure you're credited. Reply to comment with hashtag community if so. Hashtag community. Thank you for this amazing opportunity. Hello, this is her mother. She would love to do it. What the fuck? Yo, she didn't even like give this shit like a week or two to marinate. She just like, hey, fuck it, I'm going to New York. You feel me? That's some crazy shit.
Started to get offers from different modeling agencies.
I don't know if she ended up doing it, but like if she didn't end up doing it, like still that's mad insensitive, bro. Like you telling me your boyfriend and your friend just died and you don't give a fuck? Like you rather care about a modeling opportunity than like go, I don't know.
Lost a boyfriend. She seemed a bit too excited in her comments.
Nah, she's
within a month
hyped
of her boyfriend's death, and while the investigation was still underway, she was back to living her bold life, just as if nothing had happened.
What the fuck?
Now it's too early to point fingers, but to the local community,
how the fuck she got that much money?
Very insensitive. And when the detectives reached out to her ex-boyfriend, Tyler Proctor, they realized that it wasn't new for Mackenzie to act like this.
Oh no, Tyler about to unleash a can of worms right here, cuz. I already know this fool. He been through some shit. Look at that. Look at his eyes, bro. I know this bitch told him that she was pregnant with this baby like twice, bro. I know that shit.
Well, we were all friends in a friend group at first, and Joey dated her first before I came to Strongsville, and then I ended up dating her for a little bit.
Damn, Joey? Nah, she was a homie hopper, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
Probably over the summer, I was only dating her for probably like a month and a half or like 2 months, and then me and Dom found out that she was cheating on us basically, but
wait,
it wasn't like
what?
A month and a half or like 2 months, and then me and Dom.
Wait, so she was dating this dude and the Dominic dude at the same time? Nah, not gonna lie, she was finessing.
She was cheating on us basically, but it wasn't like anything official, so it wasn't no hard feelings like with whatever happened. I just kind of was like, after me and Dom found out about that, we didn't have no problems with each other and nothing, but it was kind of like, why are you doing that and stuff like that? Like, why didn't you tell Dom? And Dom would ask her like, are you leading him on and stuff like that, and she would just lie to him. And then that's basically it with that. I don't know for like 2 months, and then after that, like they were on and off, and I kept on talking to her still while they were on and off, because we were all still in the friend group and stuff. So, and then we kind of just like stopped being intimate, you know what I'm saying? We were just friends. Around when she turned 16, I think.
He claimed that Mackenzie was very frivolous and not exclusive with him.
What does frivolous mean? Like that she is that like the medieval term for hoe?
And after the cheating fiasco, he just ended things with her.
She was
after which Dom became her new boyfriend.
She was thawing
but
around,
in their
bro,
short time together, Tyler knew that he had to back out before things could have gotten much worse.
So, describe the relationship. What was she like as your girlfriend?
I mean, like, she's kind of just like how you would explain any girls, really, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're all over the place in some ways, and like they don't know what they want. And I remember she would say stuff like towards the crazy side. Like, I remember conversations with her when she couldn't like decide what she wanted, like between me and Dom. Kind of, she would be like, she's like, oh, I love Dom so much, this and that, but like he's mad at me for all of this, and I'm just like, well, yeah, like, why wouldn't he?
Yeah, well, no shit, stupid bitch. What the fuck? What do you mean he's mad at you for cheating on him, stupid ass? Like, what the fuck?
You need to, like, just go stay with Tom, because I'm not going to be with you no more after this. Like, I'm cool with just keeping the friend group as friends, because I don't want to mess up the friend group. I was like, I don't got no problems with you or anything, so we can all still be friends. But just, like, you need to go talk to Dom about, like, your personal issues and stuff, because that's your relationship with him. Like, and she would tell me, like, how because we all obviously smoked weed, but she would say stuff like, I don't even get high anymore, stuff like that, because how much she smokes.
Damn, bro, she got like that drug realization or some shit. I forgot what that shit's called.
I didn't really have much with her relationship-wise, because we didn't date that long, but, like, friend-wise, like she was crazy.
What Tyler said next really changed the detective's perspective on who Mackenzie truly was.
She would be like
she like mentally just not all there? I mean,
yeah, I don't think she's just mentally all there. Like,
Nah, she was crazy, bro. What the fuck?
In that crash, and she
what?
failed on doing so, is what I feel like.
Oh, he just dropped a fucking blower bomb.
In that crash, and she failed on doing so, is what I feel like. And I feel like she had no regard for Davion, and I feel like they got in an argument, her and Dom, and she threatened to kill him.
Had she ever threatened that before?
She hasn't ever threatened to hurt anyone, but she's threatened probably, like, she hasn't like physically said like I'm gonna kill myself, but she's like, you know what I'm saying, like made it to the point where
alluded to it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like where she's just like, I hate life, like shit like that, and like, but we were all obviously like there for her, still trying to be friends with her and stuff like that. But our friend group probably fell out with Kenzie around like after 10th grade.
Nah, this bitch was crazy, bro. What the fuck? Nah, so you tell me this dumb, like this fucking stupid bitch killed. She was trying killing herself instead. No way, like she killed her fucking boyfriend and his friend. Do I feel bad for that fucking friend? I feel bad for the boyfriend and the friend, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Cause bro, imagine like you was invited to go smoke some weed or some shit, and then you end up fucking dying because of some stupid bitch.
We were all cool.
I'd be pissed as
just
fuck.
Because she's so like crazy, she'll blow everyone's phone up. She's all over the place with everything, and then she's just in general like kind of a shady person. She's like a snake, like she'll go and talk shit to everyone about everyone. And then like
can't have that shit around
she'll
here.
go talk shit about me to someone else, and then she'll go talk shit about to that person to me. You know what I'm saying? She would do it with everyone.
I know too many people. Actually, I don't know any people like that no more. I don't talk to those people no more. But
of the type of person she was.
Hey, you gotta stay away from those type of people. Not good for you.
At this point in the investigation, the detectives received the forensic mechanics report of the car and the CCTV footage from the street where the accident occurred.
Oh, fuck.
According to the report, the car had a speed range of 93.8 to 100.0
Damn,
miles
that
per
shit was
hour in the
going-
approximately 4 3/4 seconds leading up to the crash.
Damn,
The
what
mechanic
fuck?
testified that the car's accelerator pedal was fully engaged before the crash.
Oh,
So with
nah.
that combined with the CCTV footage, this case began to look very, very bad for Mackenzie. We can see Mackenzie's Toyota Camry turning off of Pearl Road onto Progress Drive. No indication of DUI or reckless driving. But
Nah, that
from the
bitch was driving
CCTV
straight as hell. I ain't gonna lie. She was driving straight as fuck.
footage collected from
You know how, like,
Progress Drive,
never
we
mind.
see Camry
I'm
heading
not gonna say
full
that.
speed towards the intersection of Alameda Drive.
Damn.
And from this camera, you can see the intersection, the point at which you have to slow down and then turn either way. But instead, this happened. After these two key pieces of the investigation, we are left wondering
What the
why
fuck?
Mackenzie would do such a horrific act.
Oh, nah.
It's one thing to be obsessed over a boyfriend, but there has to be something more than that. It had to be something
I
so
feel like she was trying to get. I don't know. I feel like Cloud gotta do something with this.
devastating to her that her only way out was
I don't
to
wanna
crash
pre-fire
into
it,
a
though.
brick wall.
I don't know if he was tripping or not, but like if she was, like that could have maybe even been avoided too, or like I just don't understand why she was like they let her get that fast. I don't know if Davion and Dom were tripping and that's why they couldn't prevent the crash or something like that. So like that's just like why I don't like I just smoke weed now, that's it.
Yeah, this fool snitched on himself.
So you think an argument happened in the car?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you know all of them. So
From Dom and Kenzie's relationship, like they were just always arguing. She was just, that's just how they were. And me and Joey have always talked about it. We're like, bro, Dom has so much going for himself. Like, why does he stick with Kenzie? Like, he can do so much better. Like
So,
Dom is an intelligent person.
Explain something to me real quick though. They get into an argument. Okay. They argue, but why drive the car into the building?
That's why I feel like she was trying to kill herself, and she wasn't really necessarily trying to kill them. I feel like she was trying to kill herself, and she just had no regard for Davion because of just how she is. Like, that's just what I think.
Are your friend group, or maybe some...
Damn, what the fuck?
We've spoken to many, but those you think this is the consensus, that she tried to kill herself?
I think the consensus is that she did it on purpose. I don't think people know why.
That's what people think.
Damn, so the whole fucking town knew this bitch was crazy. They knew that the bitch was trying to kill everybody in that car, bro. They knew that shit. Like, so she had some reputation or some shit of trying to do, like, doing some crazy stupid shit.
Like, at least in our friend group, kind of like.
Yeah, when did this shit happen?
Exactly what happened, because we don't know, like, if she tried to swerve.
Like, I feel like 2020, 2021-ish.
We like when it first happened. That's definitely what everyone thought was she was trying to do it on purpose. Like, that was the first thing that went into everyone's heads is like.
Yo, the first thing going into everybody's head is fucking crazy.
During this investigation, Halloween came, and Mackenzie the influencer was out and about living her social life. But on Halloween, a day when you can dress like anyone, Mackenzie chose to dress like this. This was Mackenzie's TikTok of the night.
What the
which
fuck?
was followed by dozens. This was Mackenzie.
Yo, what? You tell me this bitch is TikTok famous, bro? This bitch a chuz. This bitch chuz. Oh, what the fuck is that?
His TikTok of the night.
Wait, what is he? What the fuck is he even dressing as?
Followed by dozens of pictures of them going.
What the fuck is this? What type of fits are these? What type of this shit ain't even like
around town looking like corpses. Now, while many argue that
this is supposed to be a corpse, she got a nipple popping out this bitch.
He was just out having fun. The choice of dressing up like a corpse is still incredibly insensitive. But to top all of this, to top the evilest of evils in this situation, she posted TikTok
Google Mackenzie
number 3, which exposes not only her
Google Mackenzie surely a
sensitive
strong
nature, but also her devilish intent. This TikTok shocked everyone, especially
I'm just one of those girls that can do a lot of drugs and not die.
Dom's and Davion's parents, who stopped being sympathetic to Mackenzie after this. They just couldn't believe how she could think to make such
a not gonna lie, bro. Yo, clout's a fucking drug, bro. There's no way. How can you do shit like that?
It was now clear to the investigators that Mackenzie had evil intent behind the car accident. Right after this TikTok went live, the investigators started wrapping up the interviews to reach the obvious conclusion. But little did they know, the last interview that they had planned would provide enough evidence in this case to lock up Mackenzie for good.
So, do you remember the incident that I'm about to ask you about where
Yes.
you picked him up from the highway?
Yes.
Okay. That day, what do you remember? Where were you when you got the call? Who called you? And what did they ask you to do?
I was actually at Christine's house.
We got a new character unlocked. Who the fuck is this guy?
It just came back. She was sick. She got out the hospital and wasn't feeling well. Dominic called her and he was upset. And she was like, well, where are you at? And he was like, I'm driving in the car with her. And he was like, I just want to go. He was like, I don't want to be around her anymore. I'm done. So she was like, well, do you mind going to go pick him up? I said, not a problem. So as I leave her house, go to the highway, get on the highway, and I call him. I said, well, where are you at? And she was like, I'll crash this car out.
What the fuck?
I'm like, dude, what you mean? I'm like, Dominic, just tell her to pull over. Like, I'm right behind you guys, so just pull over and stop, and I'm right here. Like, I'll be there in 2 seconds. So I hop on the highway. They were more down towards the Pearl. I get on it.
Wait, so she already did this shit once. Well, she tried to at least.
They were more a little bit past the Pearl exit right there. And, it was raining. So as soon as I pull up, she's just going like this, and he's trying to get out the car. And once he get in the car with me, I said, dude, you don't have to deal with this. You're young, you got a long life to live. You know, you don't have to deal with no chick and their attitudes, whatever.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Just let her go. You know what I mean? If it was true love, she'll be back. But yeah, we got in the car and he was like, man, I just can't deal with, you know, she don't want to listen. She drives like a maniac. I was like, well, you know, you don't have to drive with her. You have your own car. You know, and just let her go about her way. Take your time away from her. Get yourself together. And he was like, yeah, I think that's gonna be the best thing to do.
If it wasn't for Dominic's panic call to his sister Christine, who later called his friend Christopher, this fatal accident could have happened a week earlier.
Damn. No way, bro. This bitch is fucking stupid, bro. Dude, nah, she was dead as a psychopath. This is why I tell y'all to be careful with them toxic girls and shit, bro. Toxic people. You know what I mean? People in general, bro. Cause like, that shit is not cute. That shit is not cute. Like, to have someone be this, it's not even obsessive. It's like possessive. You feel me? Over you and just like have you on your toes 24/7, bro. That shit is not worth it, like at all. Like, fuck that.
Can you clarify again what you heard her say over the phone?
She said she'll crash this car right now.
You heard her say that? Okay.
Damn.
And so they pulled the car over. Were they on the right side or the left side? Do you remember?
Right side.
Right side. Yeah. So
right off the berm.
Right off the berm. So did you get out of the car or did Dom just come back to you?
Well, I was starting to get out the car because I seen her just going over, grabbing him and swinging.
Oh, she was trying to beat that fool up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I started to get out the car, and then I seen the door open. And he jumped out, and I said, well, come on, dude, it's raining. Let's get in the car. Okay. We're out of here.
And so when you guys left, where was she?
She was still in the car.
Still in the car, still up the highway? Okay.
During the investigation, detectives examined Mackenzie Shirilla's iPhone and social media accounts. What they uncovered offered a disturbing insight into her behavior and character. Investigators organized these findings into key themes, which would later reveal crucial details about her involvement in the deaths of Dominic Russo and Davian Flanagan.
Yo, damn, I feel bad. Like, I feel bad because that Davian dude wasn't even fucking part of this shit at all, bro. I bet you he could give less of a fuck about this bitch. And he got caught in the crossfire, bro. I feel bad for Dom too, obviously. Like, rest in peace. Like, so both of them.
A series of
this
videos
bitch is
and
crazy.
photos taken just hours before the fatal crash showed Mackenzie smoking a THC pen. One particularly telling image was of her flipping off the camera, which she posted with a defiant message.
Hated bitches of Strongsville.
While investigators didn't find anything explicitly indicating what was to come, the tone of these posts foreshadowed her lack of responsibility and care. In the aftermath of the crash, you would expect Mackenzie to be devastated. But what the investigators found was upsetting, to say the least.
Yo, she deadass could not give less of a fuck. Oh my god.
There were 126 videos and photos taken and shared after the accident, even while she was in the intensive care unit. Despite her injuries, Mackenzie continued posting pictures of herself in casts, keeping her social media presence alive. The investigators were shocked by how quickly she resumed her online persona.
Dude, imagine killing somebody and posting to get ready with me afterwards, bro. Dude, this fucking, like, era of time is crazy, bro. Like, motherfuckers be doing that shit. They could do some horrific ass fucking, like, crime or something, and they post to get ready with me, like, get ready with me, go get some matcha, like, right after they do that shit.
As if the deaths of her boyfriend and friend were just a small
No
bump in her
way,
life.
this bitch got, like, clout and shit,
This
bro. That fits
behavior added
ass.
to the growing belief that Mackenzie lacked remorse and empathy for what had happened. Another damning discovery was 136 videos and photos of Mackenzie engaging in reckless driving, road rage, and distracted driving. One video showed her driving at 90 miles per hour through a suburb,
damn.
while others featured her filming herself as she smoked marijuana while behind the wheel.
Okay.
This pattern of reckless behavior clearly wasn't a one-off. It was part of her everyday life. She frequently filmed herself while speeding or engaging in dangerous driving stunts. Investigators noted that her attitude behind the wheel seemed to align with her overall disregard for the consequences of her actions. The investigation into Mackenzie Shirilla's Snapchat also uncovered that Mackenzie was actively using a fake ID to purchase alcohol.
Okay,
often
that's some
flaunting
crazy shit.
this fact on her social media.
She drinking lean? What the
Investigators
fuck?
found several videos and
They done
photos
gentrified
showing
lean,
her
fuck.
proudly displaying her fake ID as if it were a badge of honor. In one instance, she even showed herself successfully purchasing alcohol with
Is that
it.
Pink Whitney? What is that?
For Mackenzie,
Buzzball?
having a fake ID wasn't just about getting access to alcohol.
Yo, this
it
bitch
was
a
a
thigh,
status
bruh.
symbol,
Fuck.
something that boosted her image among her peers. Upon examining Mackenzie's Snapchat, detectives pointed to potential involvement in sex acts.
What the fuck? 1K? So she was like OnlyFans? 1K pics, 2K link, 2 bands to link, 1K for pics, 1K pinks link. You for real doing meets? Oh, she was a prostitute. Oh, this bitch was a prostitute. You can have 4 shots at $1 law. You send me a band, we can link up law. You finger that pussy for me and come while I am doing it, then fuck yeah, I'm done. You squirter. Oh my god, what the fuck? 1,000 so we can link anything you want for 2.5? Nah, these motherfuckers was really paying for this bitch pussy, bro. Like, the hell nah.
Possibly for money or other benefits.
Nah, she was...
Investigators scrutinized over 31,000 pages of text message exchanges between Mackenzie and others, spanning from January of 2020 to July of
31,000
2022.
pages? That shit
They were
just hit
looking
me,
for
bro.
signs that Mackenzie might have been forced into these activities. But what they found instead was that Mackenzie seemed to engage in these acts voluntarily. For instance, on January 25th, 2022, Mackenzie sent a message where she talked about getting a quote-unquote sugar daddy and quote-unquote selling feet pics as a way to make money. In another message from March 5th, 2022,
Oh my
Dominic
God.
Russo accused Mackenzie of allowing someone to perform sex acts.
Fuck your feet? Well, you let a dude fuck your feet for money like 6 months ago? What the f? How do you even fuck a foot? How do you even fuck a foot? You put that shit like, you put that dick in between her toes or some shit? What the fuck? Fuck your feet. So she gave that fool a tuggy with the foot? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Rest in peace to Dom, but yo, like, it's grits after that. Like, you for sure gotta break up with her. Like, nah, that's why I be telling y'all to get out. Like, hell nah. GG's, bro. What the fuck you mean fuck my feet? How does that even work? How does that work?
On her feet for money. Mackenzie
What the
defended herself, saying that they were broken up at the time and it was, and I'm quoting, just feet. This
Just
type
feet?
of conversation repeated itself in
I
several.
love you, but last time you start hanging with with her, you literally let her sell your body to that random dude. Oh my god, and she hooked you up with the dude. It's like we were broken up, and it was just my feet thinking about it. You think about it more than, oh my gosh, she gaslighted her. She's a manipulator. Holy fuck. You were not became a prostitute? Because I don't personally think it's bad, but if you do, then we are together. I'm not going to do it. You could never tell your family you were a prostitute. Because it's only my business. It's not a prostitution. Because there's always going to be a problem if with you hanging with somebody who...
exchanges.
Fuck a dude for...
With Dominic expressing disapproval.
Yo, how freaked out do you have to be to pay a bitch to fuck her feet? Like, that's some crazy shit. Like...
And Mackenzie
I can't wrap my brain around that shit.
Incidents, suggesting that she
How do you fuck a foot?
Or harmless.
How do
The
you fuck
last
a foot?
section of the investigation reveals key insights into Mackenzie Shirilla's drug trafficking activities.
Drugs?
documented
So
in
she
her
was... Oh my god, she was a narco too. Oh my fucking god. No way this bitch did it all. She killed... She really be what some rappers talk about. She killed people. She was a narco and she was fucking feet.
phone notes app. In one of the most critical notes, Mackenzie meticulously recorded the sales and profits related to her drug trafficking. This shows a clear and organized approach to her illegal business. It was more than just casual drug use. Mackenzie was deeply involved in selling drugs and kept a ledger to track her business.
Oh, she was a trapper.
Another note appeared to be
type
a
shit.
personal list, possibly for a birthday or Christmas wish list. It included luxury items such as
Stupid ass bitch put Balenciaga's wrong. Stupid ass fuck. Face mask, money, makeup, weed socks. Oh my gosh, she was one of the Cookie Monster girls, you could tell. The white ones. Balenciagas. What a fucking stupid.
Balenciaga shoes.
L Speller?
Yeezys,
No, fags,
makeup,
bro.
and quote-unquote
She's not even an
nude
L Speller.
socks.
She's a fucking dumbass.
The list also included labeling herself a quote-unquote lean enthusiast, complete with a heart emoji.
And she put homophobic? What the fuck is this bitch talking about, bro? Fuck. I hope this bitch
The
gets
investigators
life.
now had a full case against Mackenzie Shrilla. A case which
I still can't
compelled
believe
them
she
to
let some
believe
dude
this
fuck her
reckless
foot. Like, what the
driving
fuck?
accident
How does that
was
work?
no accident. It was first-degree murder.
No cat, bro.
Back there, pal.
What's the different degrees between murder? I've always wondered, low key. There's like third, second degree, right?
Step out for me.
Oh my god, look at her little dumbass.
Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash.
Look at her little
You're under
stupid
arrest
ass.
for aggravated
What is
murder
her?
times 2.
What's her little stupid ass shirt say?
Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please?
You got it.
Man, shut your stupid ass up, bro. Fuck it, I'm gonna break the bracelet if I want, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
You got it.
You killed 2 people, bro. Shut the
On
fuck
August
up.
14th, 2023,
You deserve
nearly
no
a year
sympathy.
after the incident, a bench trial took place. The highlight of which was Mackenzie's lack of remorse.
We think the defendant has shown a shocking lack of remorse, Your Honor. We think that she has continually put forward that this was an accident in spite of the fact that the evidence is in direct contradiction. Your Honor, you were on Progress Drive. You saw the evidence that was displayed in
Oh my god, I hope she got life.
and Your
I
Honor,
hope
we
she
think
got
that you are
life.
the person who is in the best position to decide an appropriate sentence. We have full confidence in the sentence that you'll give her. Thank you.
The defense, of course, countered with their belief that Mackenzie grieved over Dom's loss in her own way.
For Halloween, for 3 months after the accident, she would only wear his clothes. She would only eat the snacks he ate.
That's cat, bro. I don't believe that
She
shit.
wrote, okay?
There's
She was
no
laying in
way.
bed for 3 months crying. There was a shrine of him next to her with photos and...
Yo, the mom's on a sick one too. The mom's a sick fuck as well. I don't give a fuck. Because right after that, like, she got in the accident and shit. And like the girl, like, she posted that selfie or whatever in the, like, what's it called, the modeling agency reached out to her or some bullshit. The mom responded to the model agency talking about, oh yeah, she would love this opportunity. She's like, shut your stupid ass up, bro. Like, the whole family cracked like this.
Because he wanted it to
The
be
whole
fresh
family
and
owns a
alive
sick
forever.
one,
It's
bro.
Like a little Beauty and the Beast flower. Okay, she's got this shrine of him next to her.
She's a
So she
capper,
was
bro.
crying for 3 months. So her friends asked if she wanted to go out trick-or-treating or Halloween. And it was at OU.
This bitch was not trick-or-treating at OU. She was getting dick down. There is no trick-or-treating happening at a college party yet for Halloween, bro. This mom is either a fucking dumbass or she trying her best to cover up. She's a bad liar, bro. Fuck no.
And she didn't even want to go. She said, I don't know, should I go? She couldn't even walk yet, barely. So I told her, I said, baby, please go. It's Halloween. You've been laying for 3 months crying, only listening to his music. Please go have just a moment of fun.
Oh my god, this
A
mom
moment of
really be
fun.
lying for her.
So we told her to go. My husband drove her. I brought her back home. She just needed a second of fun from losing her whole
Nah, bro,
world,
she's on a
her
sick
whole
one.
World. So
Yo,
that
the
was
mom's on a
us. We
sick
told
one,
her
bro.
to go.
Fuck
And
no.
that concert she went to with Dom's cousin Abby, they picked her up. They brought her there. That was Dom, Mackenzie and Dom and Abby all decided to go to this concert together while they were in the hospital. That was for Dom. Everything she did after the accident was either in honor of him, to be close to him.
Yeah.
or just-
So when she let that dude fuck her feet, that was an honor of him. When she became a prostitute, that was an honor of him. Yeah, right, buddy. That's cap. Just
buy him
fuck
anything
no.
that she can.
While that was touching to hear, it
That
still
shit
didn't mean
was
that she could dress up
cap.
as a drug or a corpse for Halloween.
Yeah,
That in no way showed that she was grieving over
This
Dom.
bitch was not grieving, bro. She was
Trillo
getting ready to suck
charged
some
on
mean
several
dick.
counts, including 2 counts of murder and aggravated vehicular homicide. And on August 21st,
Yo,
2023,
fuck this
Judge
bitch.
Nancy Margaret Russo sealed her fate.
Life in prison. That's right. That's right.
She's sentenced on count 2. The
Yo,
murder
good. Good work, Judge. Good work. Good work.
18 years to life.
Yo, justice for like, dude, fuck that shit.
Dominic Russo, 15 years to life, to be served concurrent to each other, with credit for time served.
Dude, I feel, dude, I just like that shit. Like makes me sad. Like the two fools that died. Like fuck. Like, cause especially, I feel bad for Dom. Like don't get me wrong. Like I feel just as bad. But like I feel like the other dude, Davion or whatever. Dude, that fool literally had nothing to do with that shit. He was dead as a bystander. That shit sucks, bro. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Or waive fines, fees, and costs, and your appellate counsel will be assigned. Are there any questions from the state?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
How the fuck you gonna say? Love you, Ken. Love you, bitch. Right after this your homegirl just got caught like killing people, bro. Like you was a sick one. She's not even sorry. That's what I'm saying, bro. That bitch not sorry. He's not sorry.
The Shrilla family still believes.
Look at the fake ass tears. No water coming out her eyes.
Her defense argued for leniency.
No water coming out her eyes, bro. Trust.
And the tragic nature
fake ass
of the
crying.
event.
Fake ass crying. I know that shit.
Get over her lack of remorse and the premeditated nature of the crash. The most chilling part of this is that the third passenger, Davion, had no reason to be.
That's
a part
what I'm
of
saying,
Shrilla's
bro.
murder plot.
This fool had nothing to do with that shit.
He was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's literally what I just said, bro.
Now, if you think this case was horrific,
nah, that was a sick one, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I need to watch more of this shit.